Hello everyone. It's my great pleasure and honor to be invited to speak at this conference. My name is Leila Mekacher. The topic of my today's presentation is Education 4.0, Hybrid Learning and Microlearning in a Smart Environment. After mechanization, electrification, and automation, we are living in the fourth industrial revolution, which is based on technological innovations such as artificial intelligence, big data, virtual reality, blockchain, Internet of Things, and other new technologies. And these are summarized under the keyword digital transformation. The core concept of Industry 4.0 and digital transformation is based on improvement of information technologies and their introduction in many fields in order to transform existing industries and to create new ones. According to one popular estimate, many of today's children will work in new types of professions that don't yet exist. That means if we don't innovate in education systems, the gap between education and jobs will be further widened. That's why the fourth industrial revolution makes it imperative for education systems to adapt. And the technologies are becoming an irreversible force driving the transformation of teaching and learning toward Education 4.0. But the question is, how to prepare students for Education 4.0? Technologies related to the fourth industrial revolution have introduced several relevant changes in the competences and skills of employees, which are important for enabling people to be flexible enough to adapt to the changing needs of the job market. Therefore, in addition to the typical hard and soft skills, the academic institutes and universities must add digitalization skills. Building a future-ready education system, which is essential for the demands of the workplace and society, requires innovative didactic approaches, new way of learning and teaching, as well as concepts for supporting the lifelong learning. Such learning and working environments that support the lifelong learning are called smart learning environment. They adapt learning content to the different learner characteristics and individual abilities. They provide collaborative and personalized as well as flexible and seamless learning. And the focus in such environment is also to provide self-learning and self-motivation. Our smart learning environment is based on immersive technologies such as augmented, virtual, and mixed reality. Augmented reality is one of the most modern information visualization technologies. It uses the existing environment and overlays computer-generated information on top of it to give an enhanced view of a real image. While in virtual reality, the user is fully immersed in a computer-generated virtual world. Now to our concept of Education 4.0, we propose a micro-hybrid immersive learning concept which focuses on delivering the same content by integrating different technologies and smart devices into a seamless whole, and by taking into account the different learner characteristics and individual abilities. We also combine some educational concepts such as micro and hybrid learning with the support of immersive technologies in order to develop smart, personalized, and gamified seamless learning experience. So the first feature of our approach is the combination of augmented reality and microlearning. Microlearning is a form of e-learning that focuses on time-efficient knowledge transfer. It means the content should always be short. Augmented reality is a visualization technology which uses the existing real environment and overlays new information on top of it. It means when the camera of a smartphone, tablet, or smart glasses detects a trigger object or image in the environment, digital content will be displayed. This could be a video, a 3D model to interact with, an animation, an exploded view of a machine, or a link to a relevant website. The combination of both issues, microlearning and augmented reality, turn the textbooks, which have previously been static source of information and knowledge, into interactive dynamic tools. This video shows an animation of our textbook for electrical engineering using augmented reality and the concept of microlearning. The next feature is hybrid learning elements for a personalized learning experience. Here we deliver the same learning content in a hybrid way. It means with different technologies, virtual and mixed reality. While in virtual reality the user is fully immersed in a computer-generated virtual world, mixed reality can superimpose holograms onto a user's view of the real world. This is an example of a milling machine which can be visualized as a hologram for students using mixed reality headsets or in full virtual environment when learning with VR headsets. The third feature is the multiplayer experience for collaborative learning. Real-time collaboration is one of the important new feature sets characterizing smart education of the future. This kind of learning units improves communication, teamwork skills, and the ability to coordinate and work with many different personalities having different capabilities, weaknesses, and strengths. In the upper videos, you can see a collaborative training situation in a fully virtual environment. And in the lower videos, the trainee can see their real environment and interact with each other while working with a hologram of a machine. They learn together, can freely move around the machine. They review the construction of a machine in full size in the classroom and make the needed changes in real time. We come now to the fourth aspect. In order to increase the quality and authenticity of learning, we have developed virtual learning environments which simulate our physical classrooms as a one-to-one mapping. This allows students to experiment and to navigate the virtual learning space easily by teleporting without any physical constraints. By performing specific tasks in the virtual world environment, learners can apply their abstract knowledge on situations in authentic virtual contexts that are similar to the real environment. This game-like learning environment helps them to better understand the context. Immersive technologies provide a powerful learning framework that allows learners to understand the subject deeply because of the detailed visualization and animation. The practical exercises increases students' academic experiences and learning outcomes. Virtual world learning provides a game-like learning environment for users, and this game nature, as well as the realism of the developed virtual world, can enhance and personalize the learning experience. Learners improve their communication skills and teamwork through collaborative and cooperative learning. The immersive learning experience encourages interaction and cooperation among students and teachers and provides the chance to work together. This influences the teaching process very positively and led to a greater willingness to learn as well as an increase in student performance. Through the use of ER and VR, learners achieve a deeper understanding of how to use innovative technologies, and so they develop digital fluency and STEM skills at an early age before going into industry where such technologies are daily tools. Augmented reality has also enormous benefits for disabled learners. For example, it supports people with learning and reading difficulties, people with spatial awareness deficits, and also people with concentration problems, because it could be adapted to their disability and cognitive abilities. AR/VR bring many advantages in professional inclusion. When people with disabilities develop expertise and qualification in the AR/VR fields, this qualification increases their chances on the labor market significantly, since mixed reality is becoming one of the most sought after technologies. Market analyses show that AR/VR technology will grow exponentially in the coming years, and that professionals in this field will be in high demand. Expertise in AR/VR gives people with disability the best chance of employment. Due to the technological change in the world of work and professions, new methods of learning and working are needed in order to equip today's students to meet future skills requirements. Therefore, the current education systems should be reformed in order to design and deliver learning experiences that increase the learning engagement and enable learners to learn more effectively, efficiently, flexibly, and comfortably. We have explored new learning solutions that blend the power of immersive technologies with a proven learning methodology, namely microlearning. As educators, we have to prepare our today's students for tomorrow's job. That's why we should educate and familiarize future generations of students with the new technological innovations to support their transition into the world of work. In the next step, we will use such realistic virtual environment as escape room. The concept of escape rooms is fairly new to education, and it converts physical classrooms into exciting reality-based learning environment. Thank you for your attention.